Hi, very good evening to all of you. Today we have a discussion question on the screen, and this topic is about delivering university education, whether it should deliver the degrees to candidates based on the performance, or it should not consider the performance, it should not consider the age. This is the question. So before enrolling the university, we do have strict procedures. Most of the universities look on to the academic performance of the candidates. Some people that this is necessary, that a high academic performance is needed for the excellent performance of the candidates, and thereby the reputation of the university would be high in such cases. Others, on the other hand, some others say that it should not be the case. You need to see more democracy in the way. I mean, it's not democracy; it's a liberty in case of this enrollment procedure. There should not be strict rules or strict norms and conditions regarding the age and the academic performance, so that the age and the academic performance of the candidate in the eligibility examination should not deny an admission in a university. So this is the argument. We do have both sides. One side, they are telling, they are focusing on the better performance of the university, and this will be affected if we accept students from low academic performance. The other side, people say it's justifiable to deny students admission just based on their academic performance and age. So we have two opposing arguments. We need to discuss both sides in the essay, and we need to say our opinion, a clear-cut opinion. So let's go ahead with the answer here. And we have the arguments highlighted in yellow and pink there. We have two arguments. So the argument which we are going in favor of is the first, that is with high marks. So that's the essay presentation. So before that, if this is my opinion, how will we be framing the introduction, and how will be framing the paragraph? And this is what we are going to see in the coming session. It's a controversy whether universities should enroll candidates on the basis of merit or should enroll them without considering their age and academic performance. So this is the formal presentation of the argument. I presented the argument in a formal way. I included both the arguments in one sentence, and I said that this is a controversial issue. It's a debatable issue. It's a matter of controversy. And the second sentence, I said my own opinion. The first view is more justifiable except in certain cases. You know that in certain cases, you have to consider, and that case should be highlighted in this essay. If you have mentioned except in certain cases, that should be highlighted, that should be there in the essay. And something is there, I feel the first view is more justifiable, that also should be there in the essay. So we need to prove what we have said in the thesis statement, and we have said it's more justifiable that university should stick to the standards, and certain cases are exceptions, we have said. Now let's go ahead with the clarification of what we have said in the thesis. And this is the reason why some people feel that the age and performance should not be a barrier for a candidate who seeks university education is because they consider education a basic right of an individual. So the basic reason why, the preliminary reason why some people consider it should not consider that there should not be a norm, there should not be restriction based on age and academic performance in case of university enrollment. It's because they consider knowledge deliverance or education as the basic right of a person. Now we have situations when people wish to change their career later in their life. So when they started their career in a different area, say for example engineering, and later they got bored up and they just want to switch to another career, they need to get a university degree for that. So it should not be a barrier, that this age should not be a barrier. Similarly, it's illogical to restrict talented candidates from gaining a university degree just because of their poor academic performance in the eligibility examination. Now, for instance, it is unjustifiable when a student who has excellent drawing skills is not enrolled in Bachelor of Fine Arts. We have got an example in Bachelor of Fine Arts. A student who is seeking admission in Bachelor of Fine Arts, he is or she is denied admission just because of the academic poor marks. But she has good talents. Once she has got the degree, she'll be performing better, and she'll be the asset for the country. In both the cases, she has not got enough score in the pre-university course. Just because of this, she is denied admission to a fine arts degree. So this is unjustifiable in both the cases. In case of the first, in case of the second, it's not justifiable. It hinders the rights of the individual. So this is what we have said in the first particular paragraph. We have given two examples there, or two situations there. By contrast, those who oppose this view, now we have the subject whose view it is. It's not my view. It's those who oppose this view feel that this would affect the standard of education, and eventually such university may lose their reputation. Now, what would affect the standard of education? The statement which we have said in the previous paragraph. Definitely we have a cohesion and coherence there. So this is the cohesive word there. This would affect the standard of education. What if I am not considering age, I'm not considering the academic performance of the candidate? That would affect the standard of education. And eventually at the end, these universities, they might lose their reputation. They might lose the status in the society. So universities like Cambridge, the Oxford, they are maintaining the standards. So if you want to gain an admission in these universities, you need to score high marks. And if I am not making this as a mandatory thing, the university may lose their reputation. This is the warning. To explain it further, when students are sorted out based on their academic excellence, it would become easy for the faculty to train them effectively and help them perform better in their respective fields. So we have a similar group, those who have the academic capability almost in a balanced manner. A superior academic qualification is there, and that too in a balanced manner. It's very easy for the faculty to train them and make them better performance at the end. You know, the field of medicine requires higher level of efficiency and talents, And these targets can be achieved better when academic talents of the candidates are superior and balanced. So if the group is good, if the group is uniform, then I can make sure that this particular graduates will be beneficial for the society later. However, if it happens the other way, the blame will be on the university. And if you are not giving importance to the academic performance, the marks, when you select the candidates, eventually the university produce average graduates, the performance of the candidates will be lower, and the university's reputation will also be lower, and the blame will be on the university. In my opinion, unless and until it is the real need of the candidate, it is better for universities to look into the performance of the candidate. So if it is not, this is the situation, my opinion is like that. You can give the privilege of lax age and academic performance only when it is the real need of the candidate. If it is not the real need of the candidates, you should not do that. So unless and until it's the real need of the candidate, this is the specific situation, and this is the case. And the conclusion, though there are circumstances in which universities should have lax restrictions in enrollment, in most cases it should maintain a strict enrollment procedure based on the academic performance of the candidate. And that's what we have concluded. We have said there are circumstances when people have to switch between their profession, when some students they may score less marks, they are excellent in their talents. In such cases, certain cases, it can be relaxed, it can be eased. But in most cases, it's essential to enroll based on the academic performance of the candidate. And that's what we have said in the essay. And hope the things are clear to you. That's the end of the explanation here. Thank you.